Hey, por favor. We're live, by the way.
Okay, I'd like to point out myself and Tim apologize for our terrible Mexican impersonation. Wait, no, we don't. We're horrible people. Um, this evening's scene. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this weird, wacky world, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness and Doubles. I should probably preface my sentences with that. This evening's scene will take place just off Grafton Street in the now infamous Griffith Club, a pseudo-Edwardian 1890s style gentleman club owned by the Society of Ether, which has become the congruent hangout for the magi of the city, who I'm pretty sure only congregate here because of the free food. I will be a reasonable human being when I assume this. There will be very little in the way of activity in the actual club itself this evening. One or two men in long trench coats with very well waxed moustaches are chortling away at the concept of interdimensic hyperplaxylation. It's a subject. Look it up. As the resident denizens of Dublin's awakened community will drib and drab, slither and slide their way into the Griffith Club proper. They will be greeted by the barman, who has, as I have described before, the most perfectly waxed moustaches that could probably correspond to a right angle if one was to deign to actually trigonometrize it. And we will begin. I will go down my list and we will intro in that order. So, first of all, we'll have my dear Liam go first.
Liam is in the bar already, and he is a pint or so in, and he is throwing darts at the dartboard in the back, just trying to wrap his brain around what the fuck is going on here, and he will advise either the bar bot or the barman, whatever it is, about the weird water situation and make sure he knows to spread said word.
Yes, sir. As I've said to other diners who have raised this concern, sir, the Griffith Club has its independent water supply and reservoir. Otherwise, we would have to drink the same tap water as the local riffraff.
That's why I stick with the beer.
On that topic, Sketch, you are the next one to enter, at which point he will say, the aforementioned riffraff. Continue.
Yep. Sketch, like the riffraff he is, comes in, hair unmatted and just sticking out everywhere. He'll spot the bar, immediately walk over, pat his pockets, and immediately hand out whatever sums up to basically €5 for a pint, basically. And I will almost have this triumphant grin on his face, like, ha-ha! And then slap it down right in front of the barman and just smirk defiantly, like, yes.
You know that wonderful thing that you can only do with a perfectly waxed mustache, where it clearly very, very judgingly flicks from one side to the other as you kind of move your upper lip, and he will say, "Sir, the drinks in here for members of your community are free of charge." As he looks down at the €5 note that probably has a hole in it and is covered in grime and contemplates, I don't want to touch that.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, he'll just get another, like, even more triumphant grin, like, free shit. We'll just go, well then, I'll have two. Grin, pointing at what Liam's drinking.
As you say, sir.
Liam's got a brown ale at the moment.
2 pint glasses will be placed down in front of Sketch. He will then say, "Would you like to see the menu, sir?"
Oh boy, would I, darling? As he'll just extend his tattooed hand over.
Very calmly, without missing a beat, he will place a napkin into your hand before handing you the menu.
Thank you, old boy. Sketch will smirk. And then flick his way through the menu. Is this free as well?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well. Rubs his hands together and just points at several starters, several mains, several desserts, and just goes, all them. Rubs his hands together again.
Very well, sir. I will go and heat the flame torch for the creme brulee. On that note, Kim, you are next.
So, Zachariah has been told about this place by Sam, who is wonderful. And, Zach has had a very, very busy couple of days having to take care of a certain sleeping some arch body and has decided, I really want a hamburger. And because he's, just wanting to see what's up, he'll walk into the Griffiths Club. He's wearing his clerical suit and everything like that, 50 yards and shit like that. But this time he will bring Pax inside with him because Pax will probably want some food as well. And Pax lives a very cushy life and doesn't actually do very much. Just, yeah. And he'll walk into the bar and...
Well, sir, of all the places you've taken us to, I can't exactly say that I recommend this one.
To be fair, I don't really like this place either, but it is where the local mages congregate, I have been told. So we come here either way.
As I say, the Griffith Club opens its doors before you. You will walk the long and rather luxurious red carpet up to the main room, which is up a flight of stairs. The denizens of the bar will spare you a momentary glance up, looking at you, kind of judging you for a split second before going back to their drinks, as you wend and twist your way towards the bar.
Yep.
You will see a barman who is currently... He has a long cylindrical device in one hand that he's tinkering with until he sighs, smacks it really hard on the bar, and you then see it. Oh, that's a blowtorch. Okay.
Not gonna bother him.
There are two other people seated at the bar in the form of one Sketch and one Liam.
Zachariah will kind of nod towards the both of them before sitting down. Yep. And then he'll probably just kind of gently move Pax from his shoulder to like a seat or on top of the bar.
As you do that, Pax will do what Biscuit always does and casually walk back up your arm.
Pax will receive scritches.
The Raven will accept scritches.
Yep.
For if you do not know, all of the familiars I play desire constant scritches.
Indeed. Oh, and before I forget, because I need to admit, or it's not admitting anything, it's just saying, when Zachariah got close, there was a warm, comforting feeling that kind of followed him. Because his echoes is pretty much a warm, fuzzy feeling in the pit of your stomach, like everything's going to be okay. Just kind of like when you're being told by someone you really care about that everything's going to be okay, and they're just kind of giving you that hug, and everything's going to be okay. That's
and it was later you found out he was secretly in the Fondy.
No, not my sweet little baby boy.
Hi. Salt.
No, he's so sweet. He even has a sanctity merit. Screw you, Evan. He's nice.
Unlike all of your other characters.
Yes, I know. I'm playing a nice character for once. I can do it. He doesn't curse. He doesn't talk bad about people. He ain't petty. Oh my god, he's like my antithesis. But anyway, he also speaks in a very clear French accent, which I am not skilled enough to do and require more practice. So, yes.
He will do it now, or he will not talk.
Don't even really know how I'm not that skilled in it.
So,
my bad.
Well, Liam will look over to Sketch, who's closest to him, and then the new priestly figure. He will raise a glass to the priest, nod, and then look back over at Sketch. Does Sketch look well-to-do?
No, no, he does not. Not in the fucking slightest.
Does Sketch look like he's lived on the street?
Pretty much.
All right. So, Liam will look over at Sketch and just, you know what's going on with the water?
Awkwardly takes a drink of his pint. No.
All right. So, don't bathe in it. Don't drink in it.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, fuck, I can't have a bath then. Shit.
Fuck it. Body wipes and fucking axe spray. You know how this shit works.
I know. It's fine. I'll just resort to the aerosol shower. It's fine.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Baby wipes. They're fucking cheap. They do the job. Stock up double deodorant. This is coming from somebody who looks fairly nerdy, but his hair is totally disheveled, and it looks like his right cheek may have been broken more than once. He's almost got that SLC punk, like, end of movie vibe.
Sketch looks like, a mixture of like street and grunge vibe. So he's covered in tattoos with like long, dreadlocky hair.
So, like, this is somebody who lived the punk life and then went to school. So, kind of like what you see, but he's wearing, docks that have, patches on them. And he's, business punk.
I'm just going to step in here and say, Grog, you're up next.
Sergeant Michael will come in, nod to the bouncer-esque man, as he too is growing out a mustache, and because he was very jealous of the man's mustache. And he walks up to the bar and nods to the barman. Can I get a pint of something stout? Surprise me. And a hamburger, if you would, please.
Yes, for the record, at this point, the poor beleaguered barman will walk back into what you assume is the kitchen behind the bar, and he will emerge a few moments later with 6 plates, 3 on each arm, that he will lay down in front of Sketch. And he will say, "That is the liver pate, the seafood chowder, that is the seafood chowder, the beef tartare, the creme shot, the alvatea, and the spring rolls. I'll go and get the rest momentarily."
Gives him a thumbs up and proceeds to attack the food like it's the last meal he'll ever eat on this earth.
It was all delicious.
Just for the members who maybe know the city, Michael has a local hero. He stopped a flesh peddling ring at one point, and he's rather more handsome than you would think for just your average Joe. I almost forgot about that.
Okay.
Okay, continue on.
Guards food protectively.
My, Adept. This is where you hang out with all these little people. I'd almost forgotten. Liam, there is a pair of arms. One is wrapped around your waist, the other is playing with your hair.
Oh, you're moving again.
In a manner of speaking, yes. For those of you who for those of you who will overhear this conversation, stepping out of a bathroom, which Liam is standing in front of, and she's kind of interposed herself behind him. There is a rather stunning-looking woman dressed entirely in white from head to foot, a kind of a white military jacket with short, cropped white hair that's cut very short. She looks to be probably in her late 20s. The appearance 5, the spec in her appearance is striking, and she has her arm wrapped around Liam. The other arm is playing with his hair. So, are you making new friends? I hope.
I am always making friends.
Indeed. My. And who is this delightful boy? She's going to kind of walk over and look Sketch up and down with an approving glint in her eye.
And he will, as she begins to move, just kind of like slide out of her grasp, and just that. I was getting to that, but he seems to have a fairly solid upbringing. Likes the rough and tumble.
Indeed. Well, that is interesting. Allow me to do the formal introduction in that case. My name is Magister Alexandre D'Onofrio. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Sketch will awkwardly put down the bowl as they're talking to him, dust himself off a bit, return, stick out his hand quite proudly, shake it. I'm Sketch. Cult of Ecstasy. I'm just Sketch. Yeah. Hi.
She won't shake your hand. What she does is she grabs it in a vice-like grip, and she's gonna pull you into her, and she'll wrap her arm around your waist. Incredibly, once again, there's a lot of strength behind this, and she smiles. What height is Sketch?
Sketch is 5'11".
Okay, she's slightly shorter than you are. So she smiles she's about 5'10". So she smiles at eye level with you, and she'll say, I'm led to understand that you ecstatics are excellent dancers. I'd love to see you take a whirl with you sometime.
That would be lovely. Yeah, no, we totally take a spin. Yeah, that would be great. Absolutely great.
She'll release him, and she'll say, well, in case you can't tell, I'm Order of Hermes, House Flambeau. And she kind of half turns. I think I'm still your mentor. Am I your mentor, Liam? I think I am.
You know what? Not technically my mentor, more tutor.
That is the correct word. Congratulations, Liam. That is 10 points to Hufflepuff.
Really? A Hufflepuff? Me?
I'm sorry. I just see you.
And like he gives this deadpan, like sarcastic, just like 2 points into like disappointed, and then he points at his right cheek.
Sketch has that I understood what they're talking about. That's Harry Potter face. You know what I mean? That kind of dopey smile.
She'll smile before she turns to the others, and she'll say, pleasure. Father, is it? I don't know you.
Nor do I know you.
She'll extend her hand, as I've said. Alexandre D'Onofrio, Order of Hermes. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Father Zachariah Belmont. The pleasure is all mine.
And no, you I know. Sergeant, what was your name? And she snaps her fingers, trying to remember it.
Sergeant Michael O'Cullen, ma'am. I was the one that found your 1 second, Evan, while I remind myself what that dude's name was. Albrecht Noms. I was the first to find him and identify him for all of you.
Yes, poor Magister Mons. Actually, no, she won't talk. Hey, Liam. She looks very sad. Sad is leading to angry.
No. So Liam at that point is going to throw his arms over her shoulder and just kind of like hug, bringing his arms around hers, and he's going to grab his own elbows and be like, so are we doing tequila shots today? Is that what the special visit's all about? Because it's Tuesday, and Tuesday leads to tequila.
I approve of this concept. However, no, unfortunately, I'm here as the messenger girl. What can I say? I've been told to warn you that I can't, unfortunately. I literally have to give message and go. I've been told that there's been some unusual...
And they both dropped.
There he goes. Bah.
And that's one. And that's two.
She will say, I've been told to inform you that there's some incredibly odd spiritual activity going on in the city tonight, and we're not exactly sure why, so just to keep your guard up.
Okay.
We're not sure if it's linked to anything that's been going on recently. She'll actually turn and she'll say, I was very sorry to hear about what happened at St. Patrick's Cathedral, Father. You will forgive my assumptions, but I assume you're a member of the... Sorry, he'll say, I assume you're a singer of the song in that case.
I am indeed. Happened there was indeed horrible.
Indeed. But then again, these things happen. You said in your report, Liam, that a great many unpleasant things occurred that night.
That would be a beginning. We'll start with screaming fires. That was unnerving, and really I need more therapy over that.
She'll nod. Myself and Magister Crowshaw are doing what we can in order to ascertain the location or motive of this individual. You actually see her take out her phone and she scrolls down till she finds the name. Templehoff. This poor misguided child. It's funny, you know how they say that no child is born bad? It's a matter of situation and or rearing, etc. It's like how inherently no mage is born wrong. It's a matter of, well, environment. How it is you're thought and what process it is that you're given. Sometimes people view the world in such odd ways that it corrupts even themselves. I think that this girl was one of those. Sylvia.
That's troublesome.
In what manner?
Raised habits and deep-seated cultural norms become difficult to break, and if they are dangerous, and if there is, as suspected, great malfeasance, then there are limited outcomes.
She will contemplate before she nods, and she says, however, ultimately are we not all the pawns upon the chessboard of fate? Regardless how lofty an opinion we may hold as to our station, in the end, we are never the ones who move ourselves around the board.
You know, this is why I didn't get along with Shay and with their precursors of fate and predestination, and I think that's a rack of shit. Pardon my language. But no, that's every man, woman, and child, every critter makes its own call, makes its own decision, and... to to leave it as some track that we're all following doesn't sit well with me.
She'll shrug and she'll say, well, you know me, I think our show's full of shit half the time, but then again, sometimes we have to listen to them.
They've got a fair set of knowledge, but they're really, really knowledgeable. But that and the fucking and she kind of shoots you this look of like, I'd say the name of a house, but I'm not supposed to say it in public. And just like, and he kind of like purses his lips and is like, and there's a definitive look of those motherfuckers. I'd kick him in the head for those motherfuckers.
All right, so kiddies, listen here and listen good. How many of you can actually interact with the spirit world in the event something was to kick itself off this night?
Negative, ma'am.
Nope. Liam touches his finger to his nose and goes, not it.
I am filled with such an overwhelming sense of pride. She will very calmly...
I come from a very specific school with a very specific methodology. Talking to the ghost of the wall is not one of them.
Yes, indeed. You do come from the most ancient and honorable house, Nope.
Yup. But if it's got
she
a
will
pattern,
very
it can
calmly reach her hand into a pouch. It's the small satchel that she has dangling from her hip. And she will withdraw count of four, silver charms that appear to have the likeness of a dove carved into them on a silver chain.
Ooh, Christmas now?
Not quite Christmas, but these. She'll kind of take one of the chains and she'll loop it around her finger and spin it round quite quickly. Will at least let you see what it is you might need to see. At least temporarily, that is.
All right, good to know. And he will extend his hand.
So, line up, kids. There's one for everyone in the audience.
Thank you, Magister. And he will put it in his coat.
She will then hand the one to each one of the peoples in question. If any of you put them on, they will essentially count as giving you the abilities of spirit sight. This will last for approximately 1 week.
Sergeant Michael puts it on the chain around his neck that also has the saint for police officers and a cross on it.
Okay.
Yep, Sketch throws his on over his head and gives a very cheery grin as he's like, spirit shit, awesome.
If it helps, he starts to see some really happy spirits. They look adorable. They're like giant marshmallows.
Yeah, his eyes kind of go wide and he's like, whoa.
It is about this time that the poor beleaguered waiter will bring out your main courses and start hating his life.
Sketch turns almost triumphantly, protects his meal like a startled jackal, begins to eat again.
Nom nom nom. Eat all the food.
Yep. Dean turns to us and was like, you sure don't want some? It's really nice.
There is a look that he gives Sketch, which is very much how do I explain it? I swear to God, if I ever see you outside of this place and I have a tire iron, I'm going for your kneecaps. D'Onofrier will shrug as she'll say, well, I'm going to leave you kids to your... I don't know exactly what it is you're doing, but I'm going to leave you to it, because I have other magis... She kind of turns to Liam and she says, is it right to say I have magisterly duties to perform?
Shrug. Not a magister. I couldn't tell
I
you.
was going to say, fuck those. That's what I put down on my paperwork. But then again, it's either boozing or killing technocrats. I'm very good at both of those, but c'est la vie.
I mean,
I
Those
like
are-
that second one and the first one, and would love to
Both
learn
of
more
those?
about both of those.
I like him. He can stay. She will then casually turn on her heel, and you'll hear the click, click, click of her boots as she walks back into the bathroom. She will coincidentally not emerge from the bathroom.
and as soon as she is gone, there's going to be the exhalation of breath. Oh God. Oh God. That was close.
She seems nice.
You haven't seen her on a bad day.
Hmm.
Bad days are
If
bad.
if it helps, when Sketch reaches his hand into his pocket, he will find her number.
Ah,
Look over at Liam and just like jingles the number in front of him. Should I be worried?
if you don't call, yes.
Oh no, I'll call. She's pretty. She's really pretty.
Oh yeah, no, she real pretty.
Mm.
She's got quite the electric personality.
I can see that. It's pretty chill. I like it. It's a good vibe.
I mean that in the most literal sense of the word.
Doesn't seem that bothered about that.
It's on you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just casual sex anyway. He's like stuffs like half of it in his mouth.
Yep.
I mean, what's the
I
worst
mean-
that could happen?
I mean, she could quite literally electrocute you with that.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
she's into that.
Doesn't sound that bad.
I will point out,
Have the
because it
She's one of the kinkiest forces mages I know. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
for Liam, you get the distinct impression, because he just so casually said it out loud, that perhaps the good sergeant here does not know the context of his statement when he brought up Magister Metz.
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't want to relive that because that was traumatizing.
You're welcome.
I saw it too.
I was there.
Hindsight.
It was not pretty.
Oh, by the way, Grog, coincidentally,
Oh,
the
wait a
person who
second.
granted you the person who granted you your death, aka that thing that caused you to awaken, is now themselves dead.
Yeah. Sweet. I am a happy person.
Chance for
But
karma, everybody.
I don't. But let me get this right. Liam, you were there when he died, or right around that time period? Is that
Plus
correct?
minus on the time.
3 hours is all I've got. 3 hours before and 3 hours after.
Yeah.
I will point out. For Liam, the sergeant is referring to his supposed death, not his actual death.
To his what?
Supposed death, not actual death.
Oh.
If you recall, said individual faked his own death.
Yes. Gotcha. Cracking.
That asshole.
Well, yes. So, yeah, no, I was there when he met his very unpleasant ending. Kind of still have nightmares about it.
Then Sergeant Michael just kind of looks at you with kind of like upraised eyebrows. I've seen you before.
Yeah, probably doubtful.
No. You were there with Noms when he kind of bit it, weren't you? Like right around that time?
Nope.
Okay, then.
The door to the Griffith Club will swing open, And you will see a woman walk into the building, dressed this time entirely in a black business suit with a black tie and a white shirt, and she's wearing black sunglasses.
Does she
is
look
clearly
familiar?
Would you let me finish?
Sorry, I'm
Wait,
panicked.
sentence.
I've panicked.
She is very clearly Middle Eastern in appearance, so her skin is tanned. You would guess somewhere. You would guess she's maybe somewhere from southern Turkey, Syria, or maybe going down to the Persian Gulf. And she will let her glasses flick down, and you'll notice both of her eyes are a brilliant, and I mean brilliant purple. Who here is wearing the medallion that D'Onofrio gave you?
Me.
Like everyone at this point.
Yup.
She is a spirit.
Is a
Of some
spurt.
kind. Of some kind, yes. In the sense that she is physical, in the sense she's currently in the physical plane, but she's composed entirely of spirit stuff.
So she's manifest then.
Nope.
Is that what?
This is her physical body.
Holy! Oh damn!
Zachariah gets a poke, like, jab, 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 and then a whisper. You seeing this shit?
Are you saying this to Zachariah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Zachariah looks uncomfortable that he was cussed around, but then he'll just kind of nod his head and say, "Yes, I do."
Turns, looks at Liam. You seen this shit?
Nod.
Okay.
Sorry
Sergeant
about
Michael
that.
just continues to eat his burger.
She will then turn and she will bow to the door before she says, "It appears to be safe." No, sorry, I'll do the voice. "It appears to be safe, Your Highness. You may enter." You will see another man enter the room. He's dressed incredibly flamboyantly, in the sense that, around his neck there hangs a huge, what looks to be a ruby that's been carved in the shape of an eye. He's wearing a bright crimson. He's wearing a bright crimson overcoat and a very light shirt that's wrapped around, made of silk. He's wearing a belt that's also made of silk. He has this particular individual has two different color eyes. Kim, what is the name of that medical condition again? It's heterochromia.
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 One of his eyes is green, the other is golden. He has an earring he has one earring hanging from one of his ears that is a diamond, roughly the size of the knuckle of from your knuckle to the tip of your thumb, and the same width. And he's also very clearly of Middle Eastern descent.
Well then, Sergeant Michael stands and nods his head to him. You would be the Evan. Help me with the name. I know this name though. Prince.
No, because I want to hear you try and pronounce his full name.
Okay, let me find it and call it real quick.
If it helps, Kim successfully managed to pronounce it, so it's not actually that hard.
Okay.
Wow.
Throwing that shade.
Okay, Evan.
Kim, you can't pronounce minimum machlug.
Mac minimum macleur.
Machlug. Lug.
Look.
There we go.
I'm working on it.
All right, hold on. There. You must be his. Oh, you didn't put Royal Highness. I'm confused now.
Uh-huh.
His Highness Prince Ishar Nahol Zandros Ibsid Kwasami of Ras Al Khaimah.
Oh, my, yes. Well, it's so wonderful to be recognized in that manner, Inshati. I'm so pleased. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. He will hold out his hand.
Michael will take it delicately because he's very confused on why a crown prince is here, and he's a police officer, and this could make his life very much hell.
I will put out. He's not the crown prince. He is a prince. He's not the crown prince.
My statement still stands, minus the crowned part.
It is, how would you say in English? A pleasure to make your acquaintance. It is so lovely to be here in Dublin. But my apologies, I have interrupted your meal. Please do continue. Bartender, I will have coffee, and the woman will shake her head and she will say, "Nothing for me, Your Highness. I am quite fine." As you say, but yes, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I am Sergeant Michael Cullen of the Irish Police Force. It is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
I would say it's a pleasure to be met, but then again, unfortunately, I've had to bear my own company, and it's rather terrible. So, yes, but it is very nice to meet you, Sergeant O'Connor. By the way, since you all have spirit sight because of the wonderful little necklaces that you're currently wearing, he possesses an avatar.
Yes, what, sorry?
An avatar.
Right.
Oh, also, you will notice the fact that the woman has a tendril of energy that connects from where her heart is situated on her chest to the center of the large ruby that he's wearing around his neck.
Oh.
I'll chalk that one into the memory bank.
Allow me to introduce you to my. He contemplates his next statements clearly. You guess he's trying to translate from Arabic to English mentally. Allow me to introduce you to my household's divine servant of Providence and of grand servant of Providence and Destiny, Melshaya. Melshaya, for her part, will push her glasses back up onto her nose before she'll bow ever so slightly. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, gentlemen.
And in Arabic, Liam will respond with, "The pleasure is mine. I am glad to meet the both of you. I am blessed and fortune has shined on me this day."
He will respond with, in Arabic again, "May the light of the fire keeper, he who sits on high and banishes the shadow, forever walk in your path in that case, my friend." Coincidentally, for Austin, who is incredibly book learned, that is not something a Muslim would say.
Nope.
Would you like to roll me intellect academics?
Yep. Book smart count?
Yep. Oh, yep.
Three successes.
That sounds much more Zoroastrian than it sounds Arabic or
Yeah.
more Muslim.
He will just kind of like, that's just going to nod, get chalked in the memory banks, because he doesn't know how to exactly respond to that one. Just other than a thank you.
It is quite all right. Oh, my, he'll say, looking at Sketch, kind of looking up and down. So slight a frame, and yet, my, I mean, you eat more than my father's entire harem, and that's saying something.
He'll exchange one look with her, like the entity that would just be, did he say a read? And then we'll like turn, yeah, I mean, I'm really hungry, and yeah, you know, hungry, yeah. Hi.
It is very nice to meet you. He will extend his hand.
Sketch will extend his mangy tattooed hand and shake it.
Coincidentally, you will notice very casually the female attendant will snap her fingers very, very, very quietly, and by the time your hand reaches his, it is spotlessly clean.
It's a weird feeling as he shakes it and then will stare at his hand, you know.
You didn't feel anything. I mean, if people want to roll perception alertness, they can. But it was, it is a very minor cosmetic thing. But if you want to roll perception alertness, by all means, you can.
Sure. That's what my 3 dice.
Because magic.
I don't see it.
Evan, if either of them are mourning or depressed or sad, they will gravitate towards me because of Mourner's Chant.
If either of them are what, sorry?
Depressed, mourning, or overly sad.
They're both fine. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt and like that, but
no, it's fine.
Kind of stranged out here.
He will smile and he will say, "And you, father, I believe, do forgive me, not my culture, but a pleasure to make your acquaintance." Kim?
Hmm?
He just said it was very nice to meet you and you never answered.
Oh, sorry.
Are you playing WoW and or Overwatch?
Don't worry about it.
You disgrace me.
It's fine. I disgrace a lot of people. I'm also a disappointment to a lot of people. Ha! Bye, bitch! Yeah.
And back. What miss?
See,
Nothing.
Kim, you were so much of a disappointment. You caused my hangout to die. God.
Yeah, I know. I need to just keep doing that. And then you'll just keep going bloop, bloop, bloop forever. Goodbye.
But then I wouldn't be able to run scenes for you, and then there would be no fun.
I mean, then I'll just run a lot of changeling shit. And or start my own mage venue with blackjack and hookers. And big booty bitches.
That's why we started this venue, Kim.
Yeah, well, there's been a lack of hookers, blackjack, and big booty bitches.
On the concept of this.
Not that,
A
but
lot of blackjack.
yeah. But anyway, so he will, because he's gonna be nice and polite because he ain't a bitch. He will look back and will kind of incline his head slightly and say, "It's a pleasure to meet you as well," or whatever it was, because I didn't hear the exact wording.
It was pretty much, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Then he would have been like, "The pleasure is all mine."
Oh, I suppose I should do the more formal introduction. In that case, since we are among friends, as it were. As you've been informed, my name is Ishar. My title really doesn't matter, it's not important. But I'm a member of the Teftani. A pleasure. May the light of he who shines down from heaven forever encompass all of your steps.
May the Lord keep and guide you through all of your days.
Thank you. That is a lovely statement. As a matter of fact, I had come here hoping that I could find individuals who would help me on a small expedition that I am currently involved in. That is, if you're not doing anything, and I would be more than happy to compensate you.
Compensation would be nice, but it is not expected. What can I help you with?
He'll kind of look at the others to see if Michael is the only one who's interested in helping him for stuff.
Liam gives a nod. It would be my honor to help a member of the royal family.
Sure. Sure.
Zach is just looking at them with, his full attention.
Well, you see, how to explain? Recently, I'm sure that you've heard of the conflicts that are currently ravaging Syria. Recently, a number of important items to my craft were taken from many temples dotted across Syria, including sites such as ancient Ctesiphon, etc. And, well, many of them have since been sold on the black market, and we were led to understand that a number of them have ended up here in Dublin. So I was wondering, as I don't very much know the city, and as we will be dealing with items that are bottles of gin, that you might be able to help me, yes?
Like the eye arches, like from like eyebrow level to like hairline, and there's that. Absolutely.
The kleptomaniac sketch agrees. This is very good. I get to steal things.
Sergeant Michael crosses himself as the word jinn in Arabic translated would mean demon to him.
It means spirit, or to be fair, it's kind of negative spirit. But yes, I'll accept that.
Yeah. Nope. I saw Wishmaster. I know what happens when these things run wild. Nope.
Did you say that in character?
Yup.
The woman will look down her glasses at you again, and she'll say, "I assure you, Master." Sorry, what was your? You did give your name? I assure you, Master Murphy, when my kind run wild, you will know all about it.
Really? He sketchily kind of leans forward.
And Liam will look over and go, no disrespect, man. And this is all in Arabic. The world of ether, the realms of angels and others are not the land I'm most familiar with. I am only familiar with legend and lore, even if it is pop culture. But one thing that has always struck true is just that statement, is if the Jinn run wild, then everyone will know. And And the Jinn are very, very intelligent. And if a bunch of dumb people get their hands on these, on access to objects which allow influence or control over the Jinn, then very smart Jinn are going to take advantage of very dumb people, and it's going to be very, very bad.
She will nod, and they will walk forward. She will walk forward, and she'll put a briefcase down on the table, and click, 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 click. It's a 6-digit combination lock on each side, and you'll hear mechanics working on the inside. It's clearly a top of the line security briefcase, and she'll open it up. Hey, Sketch, you're a kleptomaniac, right?
Yeah, I am. Yes. Yes, I am.
There's about 500,000 euros in that briefcase.
Oh, that's so many monies I can spend. Sketch hovers like a fucking vulture right behind Liam, probably. Like poking over his head, behind him.
She will say very matter-of-factly, this is the paltry sum that was requested in order to secure one of the bottles, or rather, for the record, when we refer to a bottle of gin, it is not necessarily a bottle, but then again, I'm sure that you've already ascertained this fact.
Nods.
However, as my master has rather successfully pointed out, we do not know this city. We do not know its quirks or its eccentricities. We have merely been told that we will meet this buyer of the item in a bar, or in the cellar of a bar located in Temple Bar, ironically. And we have roughly an hour and a half before we are due to meet them. If you aid us in this endeavor, my master is willing to pay you each rather handsomely for your time.
Nods. Well then.
She will very casually slap she'll very casually slap Sketch's hand as he reaches out for the money.
He's like, oh, yeah, of course, we have to get it first.
So,
how many bottles are in the city?
At our last count, 6.
Are they from the same... Are all the Jinn from the same family?
All Jinn, she will raise her finger to correct you. All Jinn are from the same family. We are all the children of Scheherazade.
He will nod for a moment. There's a visual, like, processing cue.
May I be...
I did not mean to offend. Locales and connections are a specialty of mine, so if we get one of the bottles, I may be able to use it to find others if the certain connections are strong enough.
What were you saying, Grog?
He waits to speak again, and he says, "Excuse me, but, I, as a Catholic, hear the word jinn and think evil spirit or demonic thing. Would these be serving a certain principality? And if so, maybe that could help us in locating them."
She was drumming her fingers on the bar, casually, just kind of like nearly a tick. When you say that, she does it again, and the bar cracks. As in, deep fissures in the wood.
I step out of firing line.
Sketch immediately looks protectively at the money, like if anything else happens, I'm going for that briefcase.
She will say, "We are not demons. We are jinn. We are the spirits of the desert long past. We are the spirits of stories given form. We are the 1001 Arabian Nights in human manifest. We are spirits. We are masters of our own city. We will not be called or insulted in such manner."
Michael nods because, well, woman just kind of cracked a table. Or the bar, rather.
No. I say woman cracked the stone.
Yeah, so he nods. Many apologies, but you must understand that I do not understand quite what's going on, and I can only look through the lens that I was raised with.
We will accept this logic. Sorry, Ishar will speak up and he will say, we will accept this logic. We are more than happy to teach if you are happy to learn. Our ways are not necessarily your ways, but as long as you can come to respect ours, we are more than happy to respect yours.
I am always willing to learn.
The day you stop learning is the day you die the second time.
Scheherazade is the keeper of the 1001 Arabian Nights. She is the mother, essentially, of all of this story that is ongoing. We are now in the 1001st Arabian Night. Perhaps we shall write a tale of this when it is all said and done. But, as I have said, Scheherazade then birthed the 4 caliphs of the jinn, who each of them had their own children who became the emirs of the families. I, or rather, Meheran here, is one such emir. She is a powerful jinn in her own right. Beneath her, there are the laborers and the soldiers, who are lesser jinn with lesser powers. Are you following me? Ishara will say.
I follow and understand.
He'll nod.
So, ultimately, it is much easier to bind to your service an individual jinn of a lower caste or order, say a soldier jinn, for example, or a worker jinn, who will perform tasks for you, but they have their own minds and personality, but their power is limited. However, when you rise to the ranks of the exalted emir, very few of these remain bound in service. Matima here only remains in service as she wished to remain in service to our family, and so has served us for 10 generations.
Evan, quick question. You mean 10 to the 10th power, correct?
You can assume that. You don't know what he means.
Okay. Michael
10
just kind of lets out a
generations.
low whistle at that.
She will say, as I have said, it is my place to serve. So, we will need your help. As I've said, we do not know the underclass of this city. We do not know how to act with them, and we would rather avoid a bloodbath if possible. However, we do know that one of these treasures, one of these bottles of gin, contains an powerful emir known as Shafrut, who was also known as the burner of cities. And we would very much like it for him not to end up in the hands of troublesome individuals. Do you follow my drift?
Can you say that name one more time for my Catholic ear?
Shafrut.
Can I get an int academics on that one?
You can, in fact.
Well, I have 5 successes.
Hello.
I got
Shafrut.
one.
Okay. Actually, Kim, you will get this even easier because you will get the reference immediately as a priest.
Oh,
Shafrut became a older name as it was Romanized to Shaitan.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Michael's, turned completely white. Like, he had a tan, and now he's, whiter than parchment.
I take it, Kim, you can stab a guess at what Shaitan then became a derivative of.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He was locked away and bound behind many seals, behind many doors, locked with many keys. However, when ISIS was blasting apart Ctesiphon, unfortunately they managed to unlock his chamber and his sealing vessel, which I'm led to understand is a ring which I'm led to understand is a ring with a bright crimson stone set into it, was stolen and sold on the black market and is now somewhere in the city, though honestly we do not know where.
Evan, I'm going to go ahead and write this down. I'm going to have to spend a willpower to stay in this scene. After hearing that name.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
So, in that case, as our time does draw on, gentlemen and such, would you mind accompanying us?
Let's roll. Sketch has no clue who the fuck Shaitan is and just will look only at the briefcase. Only money.
He will, you know what, Shah will kind of look up and quirk his eyebrow at Sketch and he'll say, "What reward do you want for helping us?"
Two briefcases of that. Two briefcases would be nice. Smile, chancing his arm.
How about he kind of looks vaguely uncomfortable and just like,
I mean, Sketch is like lean forward. I mean, dude, you're a prince. Come on. Cut a guy some slack, man. I work in a tattoo shop.
Oh, how about we get you your own tattoo shop?
There we go. Now we're making money. He claps his hands together.
He will look at Liam and he will say in Arabic, "Is your friend always so concerning?"
In Arabic, I just met this asshole.
Oh, I see.
And Sketch will spit in his hand and stick it out and clap the man's hand with his, and squeeze it.
And you killed the both of them. As they drop out.
My haggler, man, this is his shit. This is
Up, I'm diving away. Nope, I'm hitting the floor diving. Tuck and roll.
Once again, before Sketch's hand reaches him, there'll be a snap of the fingers and his hand is bone dry by the time it impacts.
The meaning is not lost, though, as he claps his hand together. Now we have an agreement. He'll grin at him.
Oh, yes, I see. Indeed.
Prince, I do not want your money, but if I had time, maybe, to study with you, to learn some of the things that you know, I would be much appreciative.
Oh, by all means, I'm happy to teach. Is that also what you would like, sorry, is that also what you would like, Mr. Murphy?
Education is always welcome. I am interested in your customs and your traditions as they are different from mine. But I feel they can help me grow.
In that case, I am more than happy to teach. And you, Father, what reward can I offer one such as you?
I would forgo my own learning so that whatever monetary gift can be given to Sketch.
Sketch does like the what? Stare like his big dreadlock-headed world.
I will happily reward him, but I must reward you for being you, lest I have not done what is right in the eyes of the prophet. You must, after all, place yourself in danger, so it is only right that you are also rewarded. So we are taught by he who mastered light.
I have no want for any gift. If you feel the need to bestow one upon me, I ask that it go to Sketch, if it is a monetary gift.
I could also teach you, like I will the others, if you would like.
I would enjoy that. Yes.
He will smile, and he will say, Inchachihati, it is good. For the record, Inchachihati is basically kind of like a palindrome, almost like God is good, or, kind of, this is a good thing, from my very limited understanding of Arabic.
The deal is sealed.
Essentially, yes. He will turn then and he'll say, in that case, we should be away. As I say, the deadline is about an hour's time from now.
Well then, let us away, and Liam will finish his beer. He'll look to the bartender, be like, I want one cold if I come back. And then he's going to go over to the darts that are in the dartboard. He's going to grab them, put them in his case. And he is going to kind of deep sigh. Where did you say we needed to go?
Kim, do you really want me to open a Quay Gin venue? Hashtag I might totally do it.
I got a bone flower idea.
Are you not going to play that game with fucking Vinny?
You're assuming it's going to start.
So, so he is gonna. So where is the location of this item that you?
The bar in question, I was told, would be called. She appears to take out a phone and then flick through it. Once again, yes, it's a spirit using a phone.
Mm-hmm.
She will tap, 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 tap. It's called the Green Dragon in Temple Bar.
Okay.
So, as you walk down, you will see the fact that there is a luxury car parked outside.
Before we go, Sketch will run up to the bartender, look at all the food he's left behind, and he went, do you have bags? Like, the plastic bags? Takeaway bags?
No, sir.
What kind of a he just kind of like frowns. Fine. That better be back when I get back. That's my lunch for the next week. And we'll run out to the luxury car.
On a side note, there's a luxury car.
When you say we face danger, does that mean we should prepare ourselves for some sort of fight?
I don't know.
Nods his head.
How far away is Temple Bar from the Griffith Club? I don't imagine it's terribly far.
Yeah, it's about 1:30 at night in Dublin now. It's in Temple Bar. About 10-15 minutes in a car.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that.
It's not too bad. So a couple of blocks then.
Yep.
Just gonna load the pistol up because I don't keep it loaded because it is special.
For the record, you will notice, fun fact, The driver who is standing at the car himself is also a spirit in the same form as the female is, but much less intense.
Okay. Liam will, after the car door opens, he will get in as instructed, and he will place his skateboard on his lap.
Hey, Sketch, what's your drive?
1.
Hey, Sketch, you really want to drive this car?
Well then, he'll ignore Liam as he gets in and walks up to the driver's seat and taps on the window.
The driver will casually let the window down and look up at you.
You know, the boss said that, I could have a go.
Roll me manipulation subterfuge.
I will. Where is subterfuge?
This is either going to end gloriously or terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna end horribly. It's a complete lie.
Oh no! Well, no, there's a success. There is a success.
He got 2 1s.
Ooh, this is
But
gonna be
it's
great.
not a botch.
Yeah, it's a fail.
It's a fail.
He will very casually look up at you and he'll say, "So you mean to tell me my employer, Lindsay Shah, has said that you may drive a €750,000 luxury Porsche?"
Well, you see, what it was. Is that much really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. Is it alright
So-
if we just go back and sit down and we forget this ever happened?
He will look up at you and he will say, "So, you mean to tell me that my employer, the prince, has said you can do this?"
She may have hinted that I could take a look, but I was wondering, could I drive? She didn't say drive exactly.
You kind of get the distinct impression that he's nudging you in the ribs to say yes, because he's going to let you do it.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, when I say kind of, I meant definitely.
Yeah, good enough for me. He'll say as he GTFOs into the passenger seat.
Sketch looks surprised and sits down and puts his hands in the steering wheel. It's like, I can't believe that worked.
I'm gonna put up a forces shield in case we fucking crash.
Hi, Sketch. How you doing?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good.
Kit,
Do you want to make me a dex drive roll?
I'd like to lower the difficulty of his dex drive, please. Can I do that with HRP, please?
I will point out none of you know this is happening because you cannot see from the back seat into the front seat.
Oh Lord!
Here we go.
Here's how- So, everybody is in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look over towards the prince and the Jinn. Do the smell of apples offend you? And may I smoke?
No, by all means. So how was the drive roll?
I failed.
Oh. I'm just
Okay.
saying we would realize something was up considering we didn't see Fix get into the fucking car with us.
That's fair, but
I thought.
your immediate
I just
assumption
kind of
goes.
thought that he, that he was thrown in the boot. That's actually what Michael thought. They just put him in the boot.
Does your immediate assumption go to he's stealing the car?
No, my immediate assumption is that they put him in the boot because he might try to steal the car.
I get you. You know how I said this was a 750,000?
Yeah, I did.
No, it was a $750,000 car is my concern.
Hey, it wasn't
That I was going to say. I'm going to be fair. That was until the light post happened. There There is a sickening crunch from up front, and as he smashes off one of the headlights.
Sketch the turn, look at the driver, look at the steering wheel, look at the driver. This was your fault, you know. Look, spits.
And he's gonna take.
Oh my
Liam's
god!
gonna take a nice long hit from his vape. Oh, sweet, sweet country apple.
Oh, sweet country apple, you wash away the pain of everything except the stupid.
Yup.
The driver will calmly look at Sketch and he'll say, "Yes, however, you're forgetting one important thing. I'm immortal."
Suppose it's a bit of a dick move, but it's fine. You know, do you want me to drive again, or are we gonna?
You're driving us in Shati. You're driving us.
Oh, awkwardly reaches down, makes probably the most uncomfortable grinding sound, pulling back out again.
Yep. You left a collection of your dignity and chips of paint in the in the wake. If it helps, if it really helps, he will say, smiling. If it helps, Inchati, if it really helps, I'm sure that my master promised you some kind of monetary reparation for your little endeavor. I'm sure he'll be more than willing to forget that in exchange for the damage you did to his automobile.
No, I need that money. Say very calmly. I'll figure out something. Figure out something. I need that tattoo shop. We'll figure out something. Sketch has always got a plan. I'll just put this into start again. Switches on the car.
Do you want to make me another text?
I will. God damn it. Here we go.
About this time,
Oh,
Michael
Jesus,
looks around.
Never mind.
Did y'all put Sketch in the boot? Because he's not in here. And he kind of looks at the gin.
Wouldn't we have felt ramming into a? Are we in different cars or like?
No, you most assuredly felt something smash into the car. By the way, did you succeed or fail on the other drive check?
I got 4 successes.
He's out of the room.
Oh, damn it. I'm so proud of that roll. Look at that.
It's beautiful, dude.
That's one, and where's the other? There's the one that counts.
I got 4 successes.
Well, sir, congratulations. So basically, you pretty much just kind of, you know what? You kick open the dashboard. There is this extra pair of sunglasses in there. You flick the sunglasses on as the music basically plays, "Bitch, I got this." And you make it look effortless. You spin the steering wheel around in your hand. You gun it through the traffic, despite the fact only one of the headlights is working. So, as we are in the back of seat of the car, does anyone else want to do anything or talk about anything, etc., before we arrive at the venue?
Give me just a second.
I'm going with praying to God. That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna give the bar a quick look up online, check out what it's about, and
Okay, the Green Dragon Bar. It's a traditional Irish pub. It's known for its classical decor, its family atmosphere. It doesn't actually have a late night license, which means it should be closed by now. But you assume that it's going to be kept open for this little negotiation in order to secure the item. What else would you like to know?
that. So we're getting into a shit show. Gotcha. Okay. I've got to go pull up books to research shenanigans. But that is what I want to know for now.
Okay, cool. It'll take Sketch about 10 minutes to drive there with his excellent second driving roll. As you pull up outside, you will notice the fact the bar is not necessarily occupied by anyone, in the sense that the doors are closed. However, you will see the fact that standing on the balcony, which looks down, which you assume is the pseudo smoking area, there are two people dressed in black trench coat style jackets, with well kept black hair. They appear to be once again Middle Eastern, after a sort, and they are looking down at you. The door, however, appears to be open.
As the broken Porsche pulls up.
Very, very casually, the Jinn will stand out and open the door. She will bow her head respectfully as all of the passengers in the back seat, because basically the back seat had a front, had a seat, so it had one set of seats that had another set of seats that were facing each other. She will bow very politely as everyone in the back seat leaves. She will then walk around to the to the driver's side door, open it, bow her head respectfully until Sketch gets out.
Hey, he says he's getting out, you know.
Master Sketch, that is your name, yes?
Yeah, that's my name.
Do you enjoy your spleen?
Yeah, no, I really do. Yeah, that my spleen is it's lovely.
Good. Just so we know. She says nothing else.
Michael would say anything, but at the same time, he's looking at the front of the car going, damn.
I don't.
The front of the car does indeed
Thing.
a moment.
Because Liam doesn't say a damn thing. This is not the fight I choose to pick. My other fights otherwheres.
But no, she doesn't do anything. She just kind of throws Sketch the filthiest of looks.
Sketch awkwardly runs way behind Liam.
Very well then. Aishar will shrug as he looks down at the car and he'll say, I didn't like this car anyway. I was going to change it. I wanted one in black.
What color was it?
Silver.
Okay. And just kind of like offhandedly, he goes, "You know the red ones go faster."
Is that the fact?
You know, consensus believes it to be true. Red cars are faster cars.
I like this. Mishati, make sure the next one is red. Yes, Your Highness, it will be done. Yay. But you will make your way into the bar. As I said, the bar itself has been closed for the evening, so there's no real occupants inside, as in patrons. However, you will notice another two large Arab-looking men. One of them is sitting at the bar. The other of them is... sorry, the other one is standing kind of off to one side, slouching against the wall. The one behind the bar, he has the same. He's wearing a black business suit with the black shades, and he has a clipped microphone connected to his ear. And he'll say as you walk in, "Ah, my friends, it is good to see you. Please come in. May I offer a drink, perhaps?"
Liam will like kind of bow, kind of like a chest level bow. He'll extend his arms in a motion of like kind of gentle greeting. I have had my evening's fill of drinks for the moment. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. All spoken in Arabic.
You actually get the distinct impression they didn't understand you. One of them will turn, and I know at least one of the members in the group speaks it. One of the members will turn to the other and say, "I haven't. What on earth did they say?" And they're speaking in Hebrew.
Okay, then.
As they begin to speak in Hebrew, I did not mean to offend. Based off of the conversations earlier had, I came in with presumptions, and I apologize. And he will bow deeper and his arms wider.
Did you say that in Hebrew?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So both Kim and Austin can understand what the F they're saying. Ah, I see. Good to know that you speak the tongue of the chosen people in that case. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yusuf Ben Lacha. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you, Yusuf. The pleasure is mine.
He will very casually walk out from behind the bar. He will look you up and down, and he'll say, "Actually, you know what? In order to make this easy, I'm going to say that you were entrusted with the money by Ishar, who is currently still in the car. The Jinn will be in there with you, but you will not be. So I don't have to talk as multiple NPCs at once, because it makes my life easier." He will say, "So, I'm led to understand that you came in order to inspect some merchandise that we acquired from certain unruly elements in Syria. Yes?"
There is an object that needs to be inspected, and if the object is valid, then purchase can be negotiated. But first we must determine the validity of the object.
But of course, sorry, my apologies. Would any of the rest of you care for a drink? I know that you have said no, my friend, but you do not necessarily speak for the parched throats of everyone, eh?
No, I do not speak for the care and the needs of the others.
No. And he spoke some of that in English, I'm guessing, the last bit?
Oh, when he's addressing the rest of you who can't speak it, he'll speak in English, just, as I say, very heavily accented English.
No, thank you. I am not thirsty this evening. Though I thank you for the idea and offer of hospitality.
He's going to look between Sketch and the priest as to if you want a drink.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Zach he'll say in Hebrew, "No, thank you. Though I am thankful for your hospitality."
Very good. In that case, we shall get on to business. I shall have the item brought up from downstairs, as there's no sense in us having you to foot slog your way down. He'll press a button on his, what you can tell is his communicator on his ear, and he'll say, "Bring it up." "Yes, yes." "Very good." He clearly has a very short conversation with the individual waiting on the other side. Before a door behind the bar is opened, and you see two men walking upwards from a basement room. They're carrying between them what looks like a large security box, in which you would traditionally keep fragile or breakable items that is locked with a security lock. He will then enter in a 6-digit code and will turn a key that he keeps on a silver chain around his neck, and you will hear the lock. You'll hear the lock click hiss. Clearly, there's there's actually an exhale of steam or an exhale of air that causes the hissing noise as it opens, and you will see laying in the case proper a rather beautifully carved ornate golden lamp.
Liam will take a deep breath, and he will look at the hosts. Do you all mind if I smoke?
Not at all.
And he will pull out his vape kit, and he will kind of nervously take a hit. He is gonna take a nice long drag. And again, smells of apples.
For anyone who is interested, as you look at the way they move and as you look at how they're equipped, would anyone like to please make me an intelligence streetwise or an intelligence politics roll? Whichever you would rather.
I
Hold
have
on.
So you said intelligence
Make a-
streetwise.
Or
Remember,
intelligence
guys,
politics.
you can roll streetwise untrained because it's a talent.
2 successes.
What would it be? Instead, be perception, maybe?
Nope, that's a botch on my intelligence streetwise.
What was that? Sorry, Grog?
No, I'm sorry, it's a fail.
I'm wondering if they look like they're armed.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I'm asking if people want to roll their intelligence streetwise and or intelligence politics, whichever is higher, in order to identify their armaments and movements, etc.
I think I'm the worst cop in the world. I don't think I have streetwise.
Nope, I failed.
Okay. So, Kim, how'd you do?
I got 2 successes.
Okay, and I know Sketch got 2 successes.
Yep.
So I'm just going to wait for Grog, and then I will answer the proverbial question.
I am, in fact, I believe the worst. Yeah, I am, in fact, the worst. So, what's the thing again? It's -1
No, you can just roll it on trains.
difficulty.
There's no increase in the difficulty.
Okay. Once this roll goes through, I'll tell you what I rolled. Because it's kind of still thinking. Why you do this to me? And this will be at diff 6, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was. Oh, holy shit, 3 successes.
Okay. For all of you, because I'm not going to differentiate between 2 and 3 successes, these guys are moving in an incredibly efficient manner. They are also incredibly well armed and incredibly well provisioned, it looks like. In all honesty, if you have to guess, these seem like very, very possibly Mossad. Or, for those of you who don't know what Mossad is, the Israeli Secret Service.
Oh boy. I figured as much.
Yeah.
So, with my primey eyes, with my talisman and spirit sight, what does the lamp look like?
Oh, there's a spirit in there. All right.
Okay.
Is there any time distortion magic on that, Evan?
Is there any what on it?
Time distortion.
No, there is none. The only thing that you will notice, does anyone here have correspondence site active?
Yeah.
I do.
No.
Okay. Hi, Kim. There is a wax seal that is located just on the stopper for where for the spout of the lamp itself that is heavily warded and is warding the rest of it. But you think if the wax seal itself was to be destroyed, it would cease. The warding would cease. Sorry, did you guys hear me when I said that? Yes.
Yes, I did.
I mean, okay.
Does this thing have the giant ruby on it like it's supposed to? Because you didn't make a mention of that, and that's kind of frightening me.
I didn't. No, it's not the ring. It's a lamp.
It is not the ring. It is the lamp. There are difference.
I know. That's why I'm even more frightened.
So what were you saying, Kim?
Okay. So I was just wanting to make sure that we were coming here for a ring, right?
No, they said that there were a number of them scattered throughout Dublin, and they
Correct.
didn't know which one was which. But they just knew that they could buy something here this evening that was from the that was taken from Tesiphon, aka where the items were stolen from. But they didn't know which one it was. So you can assume that that is not the ring that they were looking for, but it is one of the other bottles of gin.
Okay. And we just gotta get them all for the broski.
Speaking, I'm gonna speak to the Jen who came with, who escorted us.
Mhm.
In Arabic,
Mhm.
is this familiar?
Yes. This is. She will quirk her eyebrow. She kind of looks it over. His name is Shamatra. He is one of the soldier caste.
He will nod, and he will look over towards our hosts. The asking price?
Well, as I have said, currently these items are rare and very difficult to get. We had to take them off an ISIS group that were ambushed by United States soldiers just outside of Mosul. So, we are asking.
And there they go.
He shall be missed.
Welcome back, and welcome back.
He will say, I think a better question is, what is it that you are willing to pay me?
How many bids do you have on the item?
That is not necessarily how this works. We are merely interested currently in hearing prospects. I'm wondering if yours is going to be the correct prospect.
And he'll nod. And he will look over towards the Jinn. And in Enochian, he will just say the word yes. Does the Jinn respond?
She will quirk her eyebrow, and she will respond in the same language. Define yes.
But a test.
I see. She will move like absolute quicksilver as she puts her fist through the man's chest.
Ooh.
Our offer has been made.
She just killed the guy you made an offer to.
No, I'm looking at the other guys. The offer has been made.
My gun is now out, drawn, and pointed at the head of the nearest guy.
Actually, Sketch is going to do something really quickly. Sketch is begin to draw. Sketch will begin to draw. He'll quickly take out one of the pencils and begin to draw very quickly on his hand. And I'm going to use Where is it now? Gotta look that up. It is mental impulse, and I'm going to send an impulse of fear throughout the room for the guards, basically. So, like, we just know shit killed the guys, so they're going to feel afraid of us, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, absolutely cool. Take that Arete roll. I will be back in just a moment, guys. I just need to use the facilities. And I need to get another drink that I have to open outside of my room so I can deny Kim her.
What the
Fair.
fuck, dude?
Okay, I will
Why?
take this as also a bio and a drink break.
And I'm back.
Where is the sound, Evan?
Because I love you.
I don't know why, just that noise amuses me to no end.
You've been mentally conditioned.
Have
I
returned.
know. It's so
I am back.
bad. Oh, I'll come back.
Okay, so are we here? Grog, are you here? I guess not. So Torna, how did you do on your Arete roll?
3 and an 8.
Let me just do so. You're using Mind 2, I think.
Mine too, yes.
Okay, cool. You're going to need to extend that casting because you only got the one success. So hang on, you're using yeah. You're going to need to extend the casting.
I'll do so.
Remember, willpower is your friend.
Yeah. I think I should have spent willpower because I failed that. Ooh.
How badly did you fail it?
1 and 2. Ooh.
Oh, that's a botch.
Yep.
Okay, and a little bit of dokey. It was vulgar without witnesses. Or sorry, no, it was coincidental because most mind effects are coincidental. So you will take a grand total of 2 paradox, and the effect will automatically fail.
Ah, shite. Oh well.
Lump.
It was worth a try.
Trust me, it's a lot worse when you fail if you do it vulgar with witnesses, in which case it becomes level times level.
It's so bad.
It is many different shades of effed to the upped. Okay, guys, we're now going to do that fun thing called rolling initiative. They're all going to gun down the priest.
That's fine. I have a backup concept all ready to go.
What is your backup concept now?
It's the one that I talked to you previously about, Legend Teotimey.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes, I need it in my face just so he and Gravedigger can have long philosophical conversations about
Level
Discworld.
13.
Yes.
Okay,
They all want to come toward the priest. That's fine with me.
Collective Dunes is going on an 11, and Minzasi is going on a... I'd like to point out, this is what happens when you build somebody with 5 dots of retainer. The retainer becomes stupid.
Yes.
Whatchamacallit, she is going on a grand total of 19. There are, I will tell you now, 4 NPCs, there are 4 Mossad agents in the room.
Oh,
So-
that's not going to be fun.
Nope.
She is going on a 19, they are going on an 11.
Okay.
If you could, Austin,
Are we going to
enter the,
initiative?
Yes, we are indeed. Austin, if you wouldn't mind just entering that initiative into the chat for me.
All right, hold on. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. So I pull up Notepad. So we have. I'm just getting everything in line. So sketch is a 15. What is she going? What is the Jin going on?
19.
All right. And what is Zach Zach's going on a 10, and what is
Michael's going on 13.
Michael is a 13. What is your dexterity?
Currently 4.
Okay. You go before Liam. And then what are dudes going on?
They're going on an 11.
Alrighty. There you go.
Awesome. So in that case, to start off the initiative, she will very calmly she'll raise her hand and you see her effortlessly flick this man off her wrist. Literally, she'd embedded up to her elbow in him, and she flicks him off like he's made of nothing. She will then raise her hands and snap her fingers again, and that will be her entire action. However, I will point out, I will assume you will pass the perception alertness roll. She did something magical when she snapped her fingers.
Does it involve time? Because I
It
can
does
currently
not.
see that. Okay.
It does not involve time. Who is next in the initiative step?
It's
Sketch.
me. It's me.
Sketch! Do things!
Ooh, flick out my knife. Stab a guy.
Hey, Sketch, you know what else is an option?
What else is an option?
You know, there's a really shiny golden lamp over there. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even going to try and roll willpower against it. How shiny is that thing? Is that like super shiny?
It's made of gold.
Mm-hmm. I'm a snatch it and run. Yeah, I'm a snatch and run, y'all. Yeah, I'm going for it. Go for
Okay.
that thing.
Would you like to make me a Dex larceny roll?
Oh, I'm so happy. I have good larceny. I spend a willpower on this because my rolls today have been shit. So here we go. 3 successes. No, not 3, but yeah, 3 with a willpower spend if I'm allowed to spend willpower, if not 2.
3. Okay. Hi, Torna.
Hey!
I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay.
Would you like to successfully grab it, aka you successfully grab it and nothing happens, or would you like the 3 successes to represent luck, where you roll 3, you grab it, but something happens?
I think the luck would be nice. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Okay. Hi, Torna.
Oh no!
Hey.
You grab the bottle, you grab the lamp from the case, but in doing so, you accidentally snag the top of it on the case as you're picking it up, which rips out the stopper.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Red smoke starts to plume from the lamp's spout, and on that we will go to the next person in the initiative.
So, Michael, you're up.
Can I just shoot Sketch in the head for that? Oh, damn it. Evan, does my magical gun do magical damage to this mist?
No,
Because you never told me.
it doesn't.
Alright,
Magical. The gun is magical. The bullets aren't.
Okay, so now I need magical bullets. Well, oh shit. I'm going to split my dice pools in two, and then I'm going to pop one guy in the head, and if he doesn't die, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, cool. So you're actively aiming for a headshot.
Yeah, specifically.
That will increase
That's okay.
difficulty by +2, but your gun has silly low.
Yeah, it's diff 3.
So that'll increase it to diff 5 to pew them in the head.
It's diff 3.
No, it will increase it to diff 5. I wrote the gun.
I know. It can. I thought that you could decrease the difficulty below 3, and if you aim for the head, it would just go to 3.
That's not how that works.
That's a sad panda.
Standard difficulty is 3. You will still increase it for call shots like that. So yes.
Okay.
It's a gun that shoots things at diff 3! Be happy!
I know. And it does damage at diff 3.
Evan, I want you to know a goal on this character. Don't know how, don't ask why, but I want him to eventually get a Sword of Mars. Just goals.
I mean, I'm not going to call it a Sword of Mars because, we can call it like the Blessed Sword of St. Christopher or something if you'd like.
Yes! Because it's actually really good because he's a member of the oh shit, what is it? The Brothers of St. Christopher.
Oh, good. So's the Inquisitor.
Oh no!
That's a miss. So here goes the second shot.
Take it back, he's now a monist.
Good, so's the Inquisitor.
What the fuck? No!
Alright, so one hit with that. So that
Roll
is,
damage.
Heavy pistol 6. Roll 60, 10. 1, 2, 3 lethal to the head.
Blam. You graze the side of his head, blood starts to flow freely. Who's next in the initiative?
So next in the initiative would be Liam.
Hi, Liam.
So there's smoke pouring out of the lamp.
Oh yeah, there is.
So on a scale of 1 to stupid.
Yes.
Yes. Well, okay, actually, no. I'll give this to Austin because he's a pretty well-known character. Well, in theory, if he's holding the item, does that make him the master of the genie?
Well, that was the plan. That was the plan, was going to be run up, stick my thumb in the lamp, and be like, no, motherfucker, you listen to me.
But
it's mine.
But I was going to say, but it's Sketch's lamp now.
Fine. So I'm going to run up, and then... So would it be... What are roll options here to get the lamp from Sketch?
Oh. Dex Brawl.
Okay, so
I say that.
Oh my god, this is gonna end up like a nerd fight.
It's my shiny.
no, because this could end up really bad. Sketch needs to stop.
I will point out a red figure dressed in essentially naked to the waist, dressed in kind of harem pants is starting to appear.
So no, you missed the emphasis in my statement.
What was the emphasis? Sorry, my apologies.
Sketch needs to stop.
Okay.
I still have the thing in my head.
Oh,
Dash. You sound like you're underwater.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yes.
I said, oh, Balderdash.
Yeah, no, I'm stopping Sketch in time.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna try.
Roll me 5. Roll me 5 D10.
Uh-huh.
Difficulty is. I think it's an Arete 4 effect to lock someone in time.
Okay. So
Since
I can't spend quintessence, can I take a point of pattern damage to lower the difficulty?
No.
Ah, damn.
You can spend quintessence. It has a pool of quintessence.
I'm going to spend its quintessence.
Okay, so that's going to be a... Give me just a moment to mentally cogitate. It's going to be a... it's going to be 4 plus 4, because it's vulgar without witnesses. It's vulgar with witnesses, actually. So it's going to be difficulty 8. You can lower it to difficulty 5. You can lower it to difficulty 5 if you spend 3 quintessence.
Done.
And you roll 5 dice.
Don't forget, spend a willpower.
So 4 successes.
You can't spend a willpower on activating a wonder. Okay, I was pointing that out for Grog.
Ah, fair. 4.
Hi, Sketch. Welcome to the land where time doesn't work.
Hey, oh yay. Everything's happening to me.
Now I want the lamp.
He is, however, locked in a time stasis field with the lamp in his hands.
I want the lamp.
You can lock many things in life.
I'm going to get the lamp.
You locked him in time, which means in order to get the lamp, you'd have to let him into the time bubble.
That's fine. But if I can't get the lamp right now, you know who else can't get the lamp? One.
Oh,
Everyone else.
The genie is still coming out of the lamp. That hasn't stopped.
That's fine. But the control of the lamp isn't able to be changed at the moment.
If it helps, Sketch, if it helps, time has frozen in your moment of triumph. You're standing there going,
You have an eternity of yes.
Probably just holding it above my head with the most triumphant grin ever on my face.
Okay, so who is next?
Now it's dudes.
Dudes. Excellent. Hi, dudes.
Oh.
This is where I explode, Evan. I never learned my lesson. This is where I explode.
Okay. Hi, guys. They're each going to do that thing, which is called splitting their actions to take multiple shots at you.
You are currently at +2 difficulty to hit me, Evan, because not in the face.
That's fine. I love that road. Not in the face.
Not in the face, not in the face, not in the face.
All right, Austin. Hi, Austin.
Pasta.
Can you soak the lethal damage?
I will double check all of my active effects. Give me a moment. No, that one expired, and that one expired. So let me check this one. Nah, I suck a whole bunch of lethal.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Austin, take 5 lethal. Life sucks as the bullet passes through your pancreas.
That's a whole bunch of shitty.
Ow.
Okay. That's a whole bunch of shitty.
On the bright side, that was all the. Hey, Torna, the bullets
Hey.
freeze in midair.
Oh.
Love you,
I
Torna.
recommend. I would really, really recommend that somebody intercept those bullets before you take down the time dilation field. Because when I say this guy rolled 4 successes to shoot him in the head, I'm not shitting you.
Oh, Austin, I love you. Oh, God.
You're welcome.
Oh.
All right, Grog, they completely miss you.
All right, but how many times did they shoot me? Because this is vulgar with witnesses after a couple.
Just twice.
Yay!
Oh shit. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Can you soak lethal?
Is it time to start writing up that legend Taya timey now?
A little bit.
Bring it on.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. He scored 5 successes to shoot you with a heavy pistol, so that was a total of 11 dice of damage. Success. Welp.
What a wimp. Get it.
For those of you who've not been there for Evan's hilariously swingy dice luck, Evan has hilariously swingy dice luck.
It's bad when he wants it to be good, and it's good when he wants it to be bad.
All right, so that is Goons.
All right, so Zach.
Oh wait, hang on, whoa, shit, my apologies. I completely forgot about this. Everyone takes no damage whatsoever.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay!
You will see, as they take out their guns and fire, every single gun will misfire.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was
I
what the
love this
genie
woman.
did at the beginning. That's what the djinn did at the beginning of the round.
Oh, thank God. That means I don't have to like stare awkwardly at my mum to try to do both coming for my skull.
Okay.
Okay, so little priesty boy was just doing little priesty boy things, and then all of a sudden, this freaking actually no, like Zach thinks the dude's homeless because he had to give him so just sees this fucking hermetic pretty much attack this dude, this little homeless dude. And, that's no bueno. So, can I take a speaking action and then, my turn? Or say something as, this dude attacks?
Yes, in theory, it's limited to, I believe it's a couple of syllables, but I never liked that rule personally, so say a thing. Just don't, say an entire fucking soliloquy.
What was that? It used to be, this old kind of hilarious rule in Hong Kong where if you could, if you took, your free action before, or, when your character died, and you could, sit there and fucking go on for 30 minutes, your character wouldn't die. I think that happened.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, I remember how that came into play. It was when Zahn was dying and, he was getting taken into the cathedral by Zalish, and you just kept fucking talking.
That is shenanigans.
I would like to point out, they killed me due to shenanigans, so I was just with shenanigans.
It was
Fair.
bullshit. Oh my god, I can't remember what that's called. Filibusting. Filibusting.
Literally, I was like, I hope. I literally had a conversation with the Cathedral of Flesh as it was about to eat me, talking about how I hope I gave it indigestion. I remember this now. I talked about it for like 20 minutes.
All right.
And then there was the unspoken rule where if you could fucking filibust your death for 30 minutes, you wouldn't die.
Continue on, anyway.
Okay, so I've never done this because I don't fuck with forces, but I see Tim do it a lot. Can I roll like my forces thing to add forces damage to my attack?
How do you attack?
With a knife?
Then yes.
Okay. And I think you mentioned once before, like some sort of correspondence site gives you a -1 difficulty to hit.
With melee attacks and range attacks, yes.
Yes. Okay. So I roll Arete first, right? Like I said, I don't fuck with forces.
What do you Arete?
And I really don't fuck with forces. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck with forces today.
Roll up on that forces train. Toot, toot.
And then I roll my damage. Oh, so he's gonna go and like stab one of the dudes with his knife. And as he does this, he's gonna say,
for every success you get, continue.
He's going to say absentmindedly to the still forming genie, "It seems your master has been attacked."
Oh no! Oh no!
Good. Keep this moment.
That's fine.
Keep this moment of triumph for me. So
You get to live in this moment of triumph for eternity.
Because Zach does not know any better. He just saw this fucking hermetic start throwing magic at, a friendly.
Actually, it was a flash from his right eye.
Okay, you still threw fucking magic or some shit.
Also
At
true
the
statement.
friendly. And Zach is like, "Do we have a traitor in our midst?" Because, he is a chorister at heart, and traitors, not on his side.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, it will reduce your difficulty for every.
You are smothered by a pillow.
Oh, sorry. How many successes did you roll on your Arete?
I got 4.
Holy shit, okay. So that will lower the difficulty of your stab by -4.
Okay, well then in that case, I'm gonna make it a cold shot to the eye.
Oh, mother of Christ.
Because, fucking knives already have difficulty 4. And then I get a -1 for correspondence. So I'm just gonna stab the dude at an eye and still do it at like a hella fucking retardedly low. Oh, I hate that word. Why did I say it? What the fuck, Kim? Ugh. You need to say some Hail Marys. Yeah, so it's a +3 hit to the eye, making it 4. Then I get a total of like -5.
You're hitting him with diff 3. My god.
This is going to be the most brutal lobotomy ever.
And look, I mean, forces, and actually, like, I didn't think I made this character to do a lot of combat because he only has a Dex 3 and then like melee 2. But then I just kind of like, yeah. And
forces.
Yeah.
Well, do me a favor. What five successes on forces damage is? I believe it's like
12
levels or something. Yes.
Because it's 2 successes. It's 2 level. So with forces, so magic damage is 2 levels of damage per success. If you use forces damage, it is +1 success.
Kim. Okay.
So
Okay.
it is 1 automatic success. Period. Dot. End of story. So even if you get no successes on your Arete roll, you still get 1.
Kim, you do a minimum of 12 aggravated damage to his brain. Would you like to roll the actual effect of your knife as well? Or would you like to just watch as his brain explodes out the back of his skull?
Yeah, no, I'm good with just like letting his brain explode.
Splat.
Yeah, I would take a speaking turn, but I already used it. Otherwise, it's okay though. Little priest, you can throw some fucking hands. But anyway, yes, go on.
Kim, it's okay. You're only killing Jews. They don't believe in God.
Oh,
No.
Oh, Evan.
No.
I channel my inner inquisitor there. He's proud of you.
No.
Then guess what, Kim? You can pray over their corpses.
Michael's really sad now. He just saw a priest just murk a guy.
Yeah, he murked a guy better than you murked a guy.
I mean, this isn't murking a dude. This is salsaing somebody.
Yeah, no, like he punched a hole straight through his fucking head, man. It's like,
Oh man, he's gonna get blood all over his clerical suit.
I mean, it's fine. It's called. I would like to point out it's called a cassock.
No, he's not wearing a cassock. He's wearing the clerical suit.
Okay, cool. You're pictured wearing a cassock.
Yeah, in the cassock in the picture he's wearing a cassock, but in game he's wearing a clerical suit. I did a little bit of research. Thank you very much, Evan.
Okay.
I've been reading up on it in between, class.
Very, very calmly, you will see the other djinn. For the record, you will notice that both of the djinn, when they're together, they have an aura. One of them is blue and one of them is red. The blue tinted djinn is the female, who will very calmly, once again, hop the bar with absolute breakneck speed, as in you can barely perceive her, she moves so fast, as she snaps the neck of another one of the assailants in that really creepy kind of, I didn't put any effort into this, and yet your head is turned 360 degrees. I'd like to point out, in the book, it's called The Rite of the Secret Flame or something like that. It's the Teftani and the Ali Baten book. They stat what genies are. They are terrifying.
They shouldn't be a thing.
Nope.
Why shouldn't they be a thing? They're amazing.
This is why I play Batini.
Okay. At the beginning of the player initiative step, there is one man left standing.
all the while one man stands eternally frozen in the greatest victory pose ever.
I mean, it would only be better if you were literally frozen in the suck my dick pose.
Me fucking humping the fucking thing as he freezes. Yeah.
It's okay, guys. I got this. Because suck my dick. Sorry, continue on.
You know what? I'm not going to split my dice pool. I'm just going to shoot this guy in the head.
Shoot him in the head.
Even though I kind of want to just shoot him in the brain. But I'm not sure what negatives that'd be. GURPS. So that'll be difficulty 5 with all my dice. Huzzah. Wait a second, why am I shooting him in the head?
Because that's the unarmored part.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. So, roll, darn you. See, that is. And I am going to spend a willpower because I really don't like this guy. That's 7 successes.
Okay, roll your damage. Roll your damage.
6 plus 7 is 13, minus 1 is 12. I swear if I get no successes, I'm going to be extremely unhappy with myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 successes.
You ventilate his brain. His brain didn't have an air supply before now, but it does now.
And he just blows on the gun and shoots it. Because the guy's dead.
Okay, as all the people are dead, we will now exit the initiative action. You will notice that the red-hued figure has completely formed now.
Is he looking over
appears to
towards
be-
Liam?
Not really. He's kind of sitting on top of the bar. He appears to be a man who probably looks like he's in his late teens, early 20s. He's wearing harem pants, but he's not wearing a shirt. He's got a silk sash tied around his waist. He's got his hair tied up in a top knot. And he's quite pale. He has Middle Eastern features, but he himself is quite pale as he's sitting up there looking down. And he says, "Well, do you know something? It's actually, you know what? He will be speaking in Arabian when he speaks because he doesn't know where the fuck he is. So he will say, I believe that Liam can understand him. He will literally say the equivalent of, well, 800 years will give you such a crick in the neck."
Liam is gonna snark. He's just. Yeah, it'll do that. Don't sleep on beanbags. I learned the hard way.
So, why is it that you have my master trussed up like a pig for slaughter?
Stuck him up, 3 pose.
Your master is safe from all interactions with the world around him. Those who meant to do us harm cannot harm him, and he could not harm himself.
He will very casually poke him in the side of the head with his foot, just like poke, 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 poke.
And then Liam's gonna blink a few times and just kind of like hit himself in the temple. Be like, hopefully this turns off.
Hey, guess what, Sketch? The triumphant victory pose is over.
Yeah, bitches. Yeah, as Sketch come back in, I'm gonna say for comedic time, he's like, "Bitches gonna suck my." Oh, hey. Oh.
The djinn will casually hop down off the bar where we're sitting, and he's going to go down to one knee, and he will say, "Holder of my lamp and keeper of my covenant, my name is Kel Shalit, and I am your humble servant."
He says this all in Arabic, right?
Yes.
Sketch doesn't speak Arabic. This is so much better. So basically, he kneels down in front of Sketch. Sketch says a bunch of languages that Sketch has no comprehension of. He'll just kind of just stare awkwardly. Look to everyone in the room. What did he say?
Not to make a wish.
And he's gonna just Liam's gonna take a deep sigh and just kind of. I'm not part of it. And he's going to look over at the djinn who's kneeling in front of Sketch. He does not speak your language. Can you speak his?
He will look up. He kind of looks at Sketch, and he stands up, and he'll grab Sketch, he'll basically grab him, once again, incredibly strong. He basically grabs him by the sides of the head and presses his forehead into yours. It almost looks like he's about to grab you to lean in for a second, but he doesn't. He basically presses his forehead into yours.
Oh! Hey! You know, it's basically Sketch's reaction is like, ooh!
Yes, I can speak his language now. He will say in English.
Oh, that's lovely.
As I said, my name is Karahotep. I am your humble servant.
Well, servant, eh? Servant.
You hold my vessel. You are the keeper of my covenant and the master of my chain.
There's that awkward second where Sketches looks at everybody in the room and looks to the door.
And then and Liam is just going to look at him and go, "You have an obligation.
Yeah.
We're being paid."
But it's a genie.
Stop.
Man. It's a genie.
We have an obligation. A cash out now for 100 coins in the future.
Evan,
Yes.
I'm taking the aim action repeatedly
Okay. At who?
at Sketch. I'm just looking at him really
He-
hard.
Even better. He sees a guy pointing a gun at him and just points, going,
No, he's not pointing a gun at you. He's just looking at you.
And Zach is looking very intently at Michael now.
I will point out you actually have to use a gun to take the aim action.
If you're aiming, you're
I
aiming.
did not know that. I was thinking quick draw, like aiming. Okay, never mind then.
No, you aren't McCree.
Yet.
Soon.
McCree ain't even all that good.
I would like to point out, in theory, you could make a really cool mind rote that would let you, or correspondence rote that would let you aim without drawing your weapon.
Yup. And it's not a high. But anyway, here nor there. We have an agreement. We have a witness. We have things we need to do. You have been promised.
fuck. Fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fine.
I mean, we can put you back in that eternity where you raised the lamp over your head in victory.
That was the best dick writing post I've ever had. Fine. Fuck it. All right. We'll have no obligation. Ugh.
I just
So you want to be my master then?
No, unfortunately not, Red Guy. No, you're not. I'm not your master yet. I mean, stupid hermetics with their stupid rules. He just looks over. Who do I give this to?
the guy in the nice fucking car.
Fucking fine. Come on, let's get the fuck out of here. Fucking. He just runs outside, walks outside, growling and shouting. Not realizing that everyone's dead around him.
Very casually, as she walks out, you'll see the Jinn snap her fingers again, and the bodies, the bullet holes, everything will turn to dust as if it never existed. You'd swear she's done this before.
Terrifying.
Okay, we're going to call the scene here, guys, because Evan has one or two things he needs to do tonight.
What was that?
Before I said we're going to call the scene here, guys, because Evan has one or two things he needs to do tonight. So, Kim, if you'd like to go ahead and end the scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.